Ji, Assalamu alaikum everyone. A professional self-introduction is our today's topic. Introducing yourself in such a way that people remember you. Self-introduction and professional self-introduction is important so that people remember us for long. And let's discuss that what are going to be the outcomes of today's lesson. Today, you people are going to learn how to introduce yourself confidently. What is important in introducing yourself is your confidence. You know, when you talk to other person and while looking into the eyes, having the eye contact with others, then actually you are introducing yourself confidently. And after today's lecture, you will be able to create a professional first impression. First impression is very important in professional life. It lasts long, okay? So it should not be kind of impression that should be like finished very quickly. That should be forgotten quite quickly. And then you will be able to use powerful introduction phrases. Today we are going to give you some phrases which are going to help you out in your professional introduction. Then after that, definitely you are going to present yourself effectively in meetings and in workshops and deliver a memorable self-introduction, hopefully, after today's lecture. So these were your outcomes, and you know, as they say, speak in such a way that others love to listen to you. Listen in such a way that others love to speak to you. So there is always a vice versa interaction rule. When you are speaking, you should speak in with such good words that they love listening to you. And when you are listening to others, listen in such a way that the others, they love to speak to you. Okay, and now think for 30 seconds. Before we begin our today's lesson, I want you to think about something. Hundreds of professionals are present. If someone meets you today, what 3 words would you want them to remember about you? Okay, just imagine that hundreds of professionals are present. The host walks towards you and says, "Ma'am, please come to the stage and introduce yourself." Suddenly, what happens? Your heartbeat your heart beats faster, your heartbeat increases, and your palms become sweating. And you know English, though, you know your subject, you know your profession as well. Yet, for 1 minute, words disappear. Why is it so? Because speaking about ourselves is often harder than speaking about any other thing of the world. So today we are going to change this scenario from our life. Today is not a lesson about English, and it's about confidence, okay? And because your introduction is your personal brand, keep this thing in your mind that your introduction is not a common introduction. You are a brand in yourself, okay? So within you, and when you are going to introduce yourself, you should be confident enough because you are introducing your brand. And it is your first impression that is going to go with the person who has listened to you. It is your professional identity. It is your story in 1 minute. So the silent reflection is that you should take 30 seconds and think of these 3 words, these 3 things, and jot down, write them down, pick up 3 words from your personalities, 3 qualities of yours, and please write them down immediately. I give you 30 seconds. There is a pause of 30 seconds, okay? Okay, why research introduction mastery is required? Your introduction is your first impression. You know what, before even you speak, people see you, they judge you, and actually research suggests that people begin forming impression within seconds of meeting us, okay? Before we explain our qualifications, before we show our certificates to them, before we display our achievements, how do they know about us? They notice our confidence, they notice our smile, they notice our voice, our energy, and our introduction is made out of these 3 things. So not just the words, but your body language should be of such kind that people know each and everything about you. They get everything about you by seeing you only. Okay, so your professional identity, your first impression is your professional identity, your opportunity to connect with the people. You are your personal brand, and your confidence is in action. So all these things by being shown, by being displayed through your personality or through your gestures. What you people are told here, that before even you utter any word, before even you start introducing yourself in words, people start getting about you. They start making their own impression, and that impression remains long lasting in their minds unless they meet you for the next time. Okay, so this is what I was telling you. For what is first impression? People notice about you, your smile. Okay, this shows your confidence. You know, these things are called your. This is called your body language, your gestures, your voice. Voice should not be trembling in front of the others, even though you're not feeling that confident. But please don't let anyone see that lack of confidence in you. Don't let your voice tremble. And you know, even though your legs are shivering, it's okay. Nobody can watch that. That's between you and you and yourself. Okay, only you know about that. So let your voice be confident. They notice this. They notice your eye contact. How do you look into their eyes? The first and foremost important thing about confidence is that you look into the eyes of others and then introduce yourself. Okay, when you feel shy, when you're afraid, you're not going to have an eye contact with the people, and that actually shows your lack of confidence. So including all these things, one of the very important thing is your confidence, that your body gestures are displaying, your energy, how far you are passionate about anything, how they can get energy from you. The secret formula is that first impression should be of which kind? Again, whatever we studied just a while ago, first impression should be the confidence, then the clarity, whatever you want to say. The previously, we just noticed that previously they were noticing about you. Now, when you speak, when you open up your mouth, which are the things that should show your confidence to them is you're speaking to them confidently, you are talking to them with clarity, and you actually are making connection by doing so. And you know what, introductions, many of the introductions, professional introductions, they fail. Why do they fail? Because they are simply the introductions. They're not making the connections. So you should be of that type of person that who makes the connection with the persons who are present at that place. And common introduction mistakes, what do we commit is, when we are introducing ourselves, we are not taking the emphasis, we are not like taking the required pauses where should be pause and where should be fast. So speaking too fast when the next person doesn't get you, it doesn't give you a connection with the person. If you want to be in the heart of the other person, you have to reach to that person through the words, through your gestures. Introduce yourself in such a way that you actually are telling the other person about you. They don't know about you. You know about yourself, so don't be too fast. Okay? Talk to them in such a way that they understand what you are telling them. Don't look down. Look into their eyes. Okay? That is what is going to increase your confidence. Please don't read from the notes. It's better to speak by your own selves. Using very short introduction. When you're having a formal introduction, when you're having a professional introduction, you don't need to tell them about like your what are your likes and dislikes and all these things. It should be formal, to the point, restricted, yet powerful. Okay, short and strong introduction. Next is sounding uncertain. When you yourself are not clear about anything, when you're unclear about anything and you're talking about that, okay, I'll see what to do. Do speak to the point, speak confident, and speak with clarity. Because if your mind is clear about anything, only then you will capture, or you will capture the attention of other people as well. Overusing fillers. Don't use actually, you know, these fillers actually show that you people are thinking. You are not fluent. When you are introducing yourself, be fluent. Be to the point, be fluent. Don't be very talkative in front of others when you are having a professional introduction. Okay? It's not like we are not having any kind of discussion, classroom discussion or something like that, that we can speak whatever we feel like. Okay? For introductions, you need to be restricted, limited, to the point, and powerful. Okay, the information versus connection. You know, please don't just give them the information. Rather, make a connection with the people. When you're meeting somebody, leave an impact on the minds of the other people that they remember you for long. Okay, average introduction is going to be, my name is whatever, I'm a teacher. And professional introduction is going to be, I'm passionate about helping learners grow through education. Okay, instead of saying I'm a teacher, if you are going to say, I'm really passionate about helping learners go through education. So, world-class introduction formula. What could be the world-class introduction formula? How should you introduce yourself, whether in front of your colleagues or someone who has come from outside? How you are going to be adaptable there? How you are going to be accepted there? First of all, it is 5-step formula that you should keep in your mind while introducing yourself to others. First of all, you should tell them name. Name means who you are, okay? You should start from here. Of course, first of all, you're going to greet them and then your name. And then profession means what do you do? Okay, what have you done up till now? First was greeting and then name and then profession and then experience. About your journey, you're going to tell them. Then passion. What drives you? Means what is your journey and what is your passion? What innovation do you want to become on your part? What is your main role in anything? How can you emerge out of so many people in such a way that everybody remembers you? What are the qualities that they will remember you for? The next one is, what's your purpose? We don't say purpose, okay? Purpose is a wrong pronunciation. We pronounce it as purpose. So what's your purpose? Why are you here? Like, let's say I'm in teaching. You're in teaching. Okay, first of all, you will tell your name, then profession, what are you doing, then your experience, for how many years you have been training the minds, little minds, you're grooming them, you're guiding them, and what drives you. Was it your passion or you were the one who couldn't become anything and became a teacher? Okay, I don't suit with that category. If I talk about myself, I'm not the one who couldn't become anything and became a teacher. I'm a born teacher. Since my childhood, I had been teaching to my friends. Why? Because I was very passionate about it. I wanted to guide the minds. I wanted to modify the minds. I wanted to train the minds. That was my passion. And that still continues. Whether there are some children, whether there are some teachers, I love training teachers as well, because they are the ones who will definitely, ultimately are going to change the minds, the young minds, which are very important minds for the future as well. And what's the purpose? Why are you here? To bring an innovation. What part you people are going to play? It's only a profession, okay? People come, they teach and they depart. They leave an impact and they depart. What kind of impact you people will leave on the minds, that is going to be remembered forever, for long, okay? Now I'll tell you the elite introduction structure. Elite means basically hi-fi kind of introduction, not the simple introduction. Okay, so you will say, my name is this, I am dash, I have dash years of experience, I'm passionate about dash, I believe dash, I'm delighted to be here today. So instead of saying, as you said previously, with a common introduction, as you said, my name is this, I'm a teacher, I live here, and then I want to be this, this, and that's it. Okay, instead of just introducing yourself in a simplified manner, in a simplifying manner, you better say, my name is this. Like, say, my name is Sumaira, I am a trainer, I have dash years of many countless years of experience, 2 decades of experience. Instead of saying I have 20 years experience, better say I have 2 decades of experience. I'm passionate about learning and teaching and guiding. I believe in the change. I believe in innovation. I believe in modifying oneself. I'm delighted to be here today. I'm delighted to be here today with you people, with so many learned people. When you're talking to learned people, they say it always grooms your mind. It makes your mind, your mind grooms, or rather it is grooming 3 times faster as it grooms amongst those, being amongst those who are younger than you, who are not equally capable as you are. Okay, now trainer, like this is how I will introduce myself. If I'm going to introduce myself, good evening everyone. It's obviously good afternoon everyone. My name is Sumaira Nawaz. I'm an English educator and teacher trainer with 2 decades, over 2 decades of experience in education. I'm passionate about helping learners develop confidence through communication. I believe language has the power to transform lives. Thank you. This is what my introduction is going to be like, and your introduction should be the same, in the same manner, okay? The power of storytelling. You know what? When we talk about simple introduction and when we talk about storytelling, they both have a lot of difference. There is a lot of difference in between them. You know what? When storytelling module is introduced, people remember that. People like that. People are attracted towards that as well. So the secret ingredient to be remembered is the storytelling method. Now let me tell you something very important. Facts, stories inspire people. People may forget your words, but they will always remember your story. What have you achieved in your life? Story inspires. We are also inspired by seeing the stories of many successful people. We actually are not the ones who have taken the road which is not traveled by many. Is it so? Or isn't it? We have not taken the road which is not traveled by many. People have already traveled. We are following their footsteps. And you know what? We are highly inspired by them, by the success they have achieved, by the efforts they made, and how they overcame the problems, how they crossed all the hurdles, and they are successful people these days. They are successful people now after being went or undergone all these troubles and hurdles and problems and whatever. So if we want to be someone, if we want to be like someone, we should go through the stories of different people, because they inspire us and we actually want to be like them. So we should also if we want to introduce ourselves, if we will introduce ourselves and have a story-based introduction, that is going to be long-lasting. Let me tell you how. Okay, if you start introducing yourself like this, when I entered the teaching profession, I never imagined how many lives education would touch, including my own. Yes, it's very right. When I entered in this profession, I was not sure that I'm going to be that successful in this profession. You may not be sure at that time that you're going to be that successful in your profession. And when we meet our students, the ones whom we have taught and the ones who have studied from us, and when they come back to us and they reveal our qualities that we unconsciously adopted at that time, when they reveal, we people are stunned, literally stunned, how our stories, how our life became an inspiring source for the other people. You know what, I had always been much inspired by the teachers who were good communicators of English. Their confidence, their spoken, their style, their pronunciation, their fluency, all these things, they really mattered me. I used to listen to them carefully, and by listening to them carefully, unconsciously I kept on adopting all those things, and they entered in my subconscious. And from there, when I reproduced the language, it was easier for me to be just like them. And you know what? You people are a reflection of your teachers. Whatever you are today, it's all because of your teachers, what they taught you. At that time, you don't know whether you people are, maybe you are unconsciously adopting their style, their way of interaction, all the things. So it is well said, as we say, like father, like son, in the same way, like teacher, like student. So they do have an impact in our lives and on our personalities as well. So if I say, for more than storytelling, in the storytelling way, as I was telling you, when I entered the teaching profession, I never imagined how many lives education would touch, including my own. So does this sound stronger, or the previous one? Like I became a teacher to inspire many lives. That is better, or this one sounds poetic, that's why it seems better. Okay, do you agree with me? Okay, right. You know what? The story-based introduction, that actually paints a picture in the mind of words, actually create the whole multi-dimensional things in our minds. We can visualize the things when we are listening the story of others. Stories create emotions. We are emotionally attached, as you told me your story, and I was also emotionally attached because I've also gone through this phase, the one that you have gone through. And emotions create memories. So these are the things that actually will be having a long-lasting impact on your life. Okay, Ji. Now we will see, do add a story and create a connection. Okay, Ji. Powerful phrases for educators are, I'm passionate about education, please do learn all of these, because they are going to adding fire to fuel, adding a more additional quality in your personality. You should always say to yourself and tell others as well, I'm passionate about education. I believe in lifelong learning. Okay? Teaching is my passion and purpose. Do keep all these things, keep telling to yourself and to others as well. I enjoy empowering learners. You know what? Teaching is a really enjoyable profession. It's not like something kind of boring that you will sit at a place or maybe you'll go start writing on the board and teach whatever you teach in one class, you're going to teach all the things in the other classes, the same things in the other classes as well. It's very interesting profession. It's a very enjoyable profession. The ones who want to groom others, they love this profession. So do say, I enjoy empowering learners. I strive for continuous growth. You should not be stagnant to a place. Even the water which is stagnant creates stench. So you have to strive for the continuous progress. You need progression. Okay? Learn from cradle to grave. So learning never ends. It's going to be ended when we will die only. When we will be deep down in the earth. Okay? And every learner deserves confidence. If someone wants to learn, please give confidence to that person, because that's our job. Don't let anyone feel that this is a thing or anything. There is anything which we cannot do. We can do everything. Okay, we can do anything and everything. So let's discuss about the professional vocabulary you should have in your mind. When you talk about yourself, when you have to tell about yourself in the introduction, in your professional introduction, remember these words. They should be used. You are dedicated. I believe you all are. You're experienced, okay, and you're professional. Then you are empathetic. Do you know what's empathy? Empathy is kind of putting yourself, you're keeping yourself in the place of others and feeling the way they are. Very few people are there who are empathetic. When we become teachers, we don't bother much about the emotions and feelings of the students, which is wrong. Once we were at that place, we should also put ourselves into the shoes of the students, and we should also realize what they are feeling right now. They can't be like us, we can't be like them, but at least we can feel what they are feeling at the moment, because we have been through those emotions once. Committed to the task. You are, once you have done the commitment, you are there to complete that commitment at any cost. You're inspiring, you should be, your personality should be inspiring, okay, so that the others, they learn from you. They are inspired and they also follow your paths. Passionate, be dedicated, be passionate about what you people are doing right now. The next is lifelong. It should not be it should not be an activity which is going to end today. What we are today, it's these all are the efforts made by our educators. They have made us so. We are motivated. One should be motivated as well. Select this vocabulary and always tally with your personality which one of these are the part of your personality. Okay. Then we are learner, we are always ready to learn new things. Innovative, we want to bring change in the, we are not going to be the monotonous. Okay, now body language masterclass. When you are introducing yourself, you need to be very confident. How can you be confident? By showing it through your gestures. Teaching is not all about the words. It's not the game of words only. Rather, you people are showing whatever gestures you're showing, they're also a part of your, they are revealing your confidence. Okay, through different gestures also you reveal confidence. Smile naturally. It shouldn't be artificial. As you smile, do smile in front of the students. Do smile in front, but there should be a limited smile. Smiling and laughing, they are different. Stand confidently. Okay, stand tall in front of others when you have to show your body language, the confidence through your body language. Then smile naturally, stand confidently, maintain eye contact. If you want to show your confidence, do have an eye contact with the person whom you are talking to. Okay, instead of looking down, that shows that you're not confident enough and you cannot face the people. Facing the people, looking into the eyes of the danger and then defeating that danger. Danger means shyness here. That is real confidence. And whatever you want to convey, what language is. Language is not something. It's the combination of sentences and words and parts of speech and grammar and all that. Language actually is used to convey your emotions and feelings to the other people. If you're talking to someone, speak clearly, because whatever you want to say, all that. The person who is listening to you is going to listen to you for the very first time. So you need to be clear. Convey your message in a clear meaning, in a clear way. Use natural gestures. Don't be like, don't pose what you are not, okay? No need to pose. Be natural and use the natural gesture as we do. Pause effectively. At times, at places where others need time to understand what you're saying, do have a pause. Don't be just like, as we see a line from somewhere and we're just doing the reading without pauses, without emotions, and without feelings. Language is the name of conveying your message effectively to the other person. And how can you convey your message effectively? By giving the natural pauses and laying stresses on the words which are required. Be faster at times. It's not always you should be very slow in speaking. Rather, use the accurate pauses, accurate gestures with your words, and also accurate what? Do have an eye contact as well. Okay. Confidence checklist. Everyone, be focused, and you people will tell me now how many of these activities or how many of these things are a part of your personality. Please check honestly, okay? And if these are not a part of your personality, let us promise to ourselves today that we will adapt or add these things, add these qualities in our personality, so that our personality is going to be elegant, okay? So, what before speaking? Before speaking, how many of you smile, breathe, slow down, make eye contact, speak clearly, and believe in yourself? Before speaking, do have all these things in you. As I told you that you should stand tall. Standing tall means standing confidently, giving a natural smile, and please do breathe where it is required, okay? Don't show short of breath. Slow down, don't be faster, don't run with the words, rather wherever it is required, be faster, otherwise be slower so that you could convey. Make an eye contact to the person whom you are talking to, okay? That shows your confidence. Speak clearly. Sounds, words, stresses, everything should be a part of what you want to say. Believe in yourself, you can do, everyone can do it, all can do it, okay? All right, now we have an activity after this. Activity number one. Let's see what is activity number one. Create your introduction, who you are. As you have understood, I've told you how to introduce yourself. You know what, when we use a storytelling method, that looks like as if we are having a poetic language. Poetic language means where emotions and feelings are also involved, and the people who are listening to you, they can relate to whatever you are saying. Okay, so use your name, profession, experience, passion, purpose, practice with a partner. You will practice with your partner today, and then you will submit this activity to me. Having a recording, just feel like as if you are performing in some drama. So don't be conscious, we are all the same. I am also committing mistakes, you're also committing mistakes. So your introduction is not about impressing people. Okay? Introduction should not be to impress the people. It is about expressing who you are. Okay? Now comes your home task. And your home task for today is WhatsApp submission. Record a 90-second professional self-introduction video, including name, designation, experience, passion, teaching philosophy, and then inspirational message. Okay, and of course your deadline, it's not like on the gun point, but it's before tomorrow's session, so that I could see, assess, and I could guide and of course appreciate you people. So any questions now? The session ends here. Okay.